Hey everybody, I'm Amy Hughes and welcome back to my kitchen on the beautiful Isle of Hope near Savannah, Georgia. Today I'm going to show you how to make strawberry heaven cupcakes. These are the most delicious cupcakes. What we're going to do is we're going to take my best ever vanilla cupcake recipe that I shared with you yesterday, and we're simply going to add some macerated strawberries to them. And then we're going to take some strawberry Philadelphia cream cheese, and we're going to turn that into the most delicious icing ever. It's not too sweet, it's just perfect, and it's the absolute most perfect complement to the cream cheese cupcakes that you will ever find. So it is so good. Now I test tasted these on some of my friends. I made them for my friends at Susan G. Komen for the Cure, on my breast cancer survivor friends. And then I made them for my son's soccer team. And then I made them for a friend of mine who's in culinary school who was having a dinner party and she didn't have a chance to make desserts. I said, oh, I'll bring you some strawberry cupcakes. And they all agreed that this was the absolute best strawberry cupcake that they have ever tasted. And I have to agree too. So what we're going to do is we chopped up some strawberries here, and we're going to take them over to the food processor, and we're going to add a little bit of sugar to them, and then we're going to chop them all up and let them sit there while we make our batter. Come here, I want to show you something really neat about my kitchen. So one of the funniest things about my kitchen is this pop-up food processor. Ta-da! It's really kind of old school. I don't know how old it is really, but it came with the house and was probably part of the original kitchen. But watch this. And there we have our gorgeous pureed strawberries. Now let's go mix up our batter.
Make sure your ingredients are at room temperature, then preheat your oven to 350. Place all your muffin cups in your muffin tins. To make our batter, we'll cream together one 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese. Then we'll add 1 stick of butter, and we'll cream that in our mixer. Once our cream cheese and butter are nice and fluffy and pale, we're going to add in 2 cups of granulated sugar. Add it nice and slow, and then whip it until it's fluffy. Next, add in 4 eggs, one at a time, and beat for about a minute after each addition until each egg is fully incorporated. Throughout the recipe, make sure that you scrape the sides of your bowl down frequently, so that all your ingredients are well mixed together. One of the best things about this recipe is that it doesn't use baking soda and baking powder and salt. Instead, it relies on self-rising flour and plain flour, and it gives it a wonderful quality. So, measure 1½ cups of self-rising flour and 1¼ cups of plain flour, and then whisk them together in your bowl so that they're well combined. Add 2 teaspoonsful of good quality vanilla to 1 cup of milk. I prefer to use Mexican vanilla for the flavor that it adds. Next, we're going to add our flour and our milk and vanilla combination to our batter. We'll add it in thirds, starting with the flour, then we'll add 1/3 of the milk, then we'll add 1/3 of the flour, then 1/3 of the milk, then we'll add the final 1/3 of the flour, and then the final 1/3 of the milk vanilla combination. You just mix it in there till it's just combined. Don't overmix it, but mix it on low speed, nice and slow.
Oh boy, we've got this gorgeous cupcake batter. Look at this cream cheese batter. Now here's the part that turns it into the strawberry cupcakes. We're going to take 1.5 cups of our strawberry puree and put it in there, and then we're going to stir it up, and boy is this delicious. It's going to turn everything beautiful pink. We're using a large scoop to fill our cupcake holders about 2/3 full with batter. We don't want to overfill them, because if we overfill them, then they'll end up with that ugly muffin top, which looks just as bad on your cupcakes as it does on you in blue jeans.
Tap your cupcakes on the counter a couple times to even out the batter. Bake your cupcakes in your oven that's heated to 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. Use a cake tester to see if they're done, and while they're baking, you can mix up your icing.
Now, everybody knows that the best part of any cupcake is the icing. And the secret to this strawberry cupcake is right here. Philadelphia strawberry cream cheese. Yum. It makes the most unbelievable icing. See that creamy strawberry goodness? We're going to take 2 tubs of it. And this is so simple. You take 2 tubs of strawberry Philadelphia cream cheese, and then we're going to take 6 tablespoons of butter. Now, I like to use salted butter. I know every other recipe says use unsalted butter, but I like salted butter, so there. So anyway, I think it gives it a little bit of a kick. I don't know. Anyway, so here is our 6 tablespoons of salted butter. What we're going to do is we're going to whip that up so it's nice and creamy. Then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of our Mexican vanilla, because that makes it so good. And then we're going to add 1 cup at a time powdered sugar, 5 cups of powdered sugar. And then it is going to be the most amazing icing that you will ever taste. Now, the easiest way to ice a cupcake is to place your icing into a large pastry bag and then just swirl it on the cupcake. It's really simple and it looks gorgeous.
Using a circular motion with your wrist, swirl the icing onto each of the cupcakes.
There's lots of different ways you can garnish your strawberry cupcakes. You can put some little pink sprinkles on there, little sugar sprinkles like that. Or these are called Pocky, and they're little like strawberry dipped biscuit sticks. You can stick those in there like that. That looks pretty, almost like birthday candles. Or you can actually use a real strawberry, and that way everybody knows that that's what's in there and that's what you're going to get. Well, I hope you enjoyed making this recipe, because I sure did, and I hope you try it in your own kitchen, and that I think it will become one of your family favorites. Until next time, I'm Amy Hughes from the Isle of Hope in Savannah, Georgia, for Real Women of Philadelphia. Bye.